Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Lydia with Raindrop Lila, and today I want to share with you guys this journal that I made. I actually also made this cross, and it's basically some twigs that I tied together with some twine, and I thought this would be a perfect addition for this journal. And this journal comes in this this handmade pouch, and I have a ruffle right here that I hand stitched, and I also hand stitched this tatting on here. It's some vintage tatting, and I think it's so pretty. My friend Cheryl sent it to me, and I just love it so much. Okay, and then the back of it, this piece right here is part of a vintage wedding dress, and I slow stitched this on here. And now the inside, I was thinking to cover it up, but then I thought that actually seeing the back side with all the stitching, I thought that would be a nice effect. So I actually left it as it is. Okay, and now I have the journal. Okay, so the journal, I used a part of an Amazon mailer to make the pages. And I like kind of the idea of having it a little bit rustic, and you can see I have a lot of different layers on there. I have some fabric. I use the fabric also to make the hinge of the pages so that you can open it and close it, but I sewed it on there. And I will link all the digitals I use below. I've been getting a lot of questions about this mini journal that I made. So if you want to make one yourself, I'll link all the printables I used in the description box below. Okay, so I use this pretty vintage image of Jesus as the shepherd with a little sheep, and I thought that was such a pretty detail. I stitched it a couple times right there, and I backed it up with some of this packaging material. I wanted to keep this very neutral, and I loved using like the packaging material, and then I loved also the cotton, how it's frayed, because when we think about Jesus and who he was in the Bible, he was very down to earth, and he wasn't like a wealthy person on earth. And so I kind of wanted to show that on here, kind of show like the rusticness of it, I suppose. And so I have bits and pieces collaged underneath here. This is some vintage book page. I have a label here. A lot of times if I'm working on a project and I need something, I will go and make what I need. So that was really fun. I made a bunch of different labels that can be used, like that one and then this one here. And they could be used for any type of Easter or even any type of faith-based journaling or project. Okay, there's some vintage tulle on there, or netting, I suppose. Let's see what else. So I have the cotton fabric, the packing material, and then the image, the vintage image. And then underneath, you can see I did some collaging. So when I first started the journal, I actually made the base of it first. So I made like a tag, a journaling card, and then this other journaling card. So I started with all the pieces, I collaged them, and I also used some, I love the color right here. So I used the cross and resurrection of Jesus Christ. I have that printable, and so I made them, let's see, 4 to a page, and I also made some 2 to a page, and then I just kind of collaged using them. Okay, I used this right here. I used a ticket. I'm not sure where the ticket came from. I have a lot of different tickets in my shop, so I just had one on my table, and I cut it out and used it for a little an eyelet, and then I tied the little bow on there. Let's see what else. Okay, so this right here lifts up, and you can actually journal underneath. This is actually a little bit tougher because it's cardstock, but it will go up, so you can actually journal underneath if you'd like. And then I have the hand stitching there and there. I have this little piece also. It's made from a vintage greeting card. I added some vintage piece right there. I have some vintage lace right there. I have this little tag that I made and another tiny little tag. I put a pocket on this one, and then I have this little tag. You can journal on the back. And then that just gets tucked in here. Right here I embroidered tiny little hearts on there. Okay, so then this is the back page. This reminds me a lot of a flip-flop journal, the way it interacts. Okay, so the angel right here, I added "He is risen" to the angel because of when Mary came to the tomb and the angel said, "He's not here, he's risen." And then I have this verse, and I think it's so perfect. "Worthy is the Lamb who was slain to receive power and wealth and wisdom and might and honor and glory and blessing." And this is from Revelation 5. I thought that was really nice to add. And then I have the little pieces on here, and then this just tucks in here. You can actually write on the back of the journaling card if you want. Okay, and that gets tucked in here. Okay, and then this turns over. And then I have a cross that I tore out. Again, I did a lot of layering on here. I have some vintage piece of lace down here. I cut out the little lamb, and I found this this verse in a book, and I cut it out. "Turn thou us unto thee, O Lord, and we shall be turned." And I like that, so I added it on top of the cross. This is a cutout from a layout in my printable, The Cross and the Resurrection of Jesus Christ, and it's Jesus quoted saying, "I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me." So John 14:6. So I love that, and I thought it worked really well with this page. And I added some lace right here, and then you can see this is again a vintage book page, and I basically just layered a bunch of different papers in the background. This is the journal that I made. I think it's really special, and it's just a way to remember the cross and his work for us. At least that's how I felt when I was working on it, and it was really inspiring to me when I was working on it to remember everything that Jesus has done for us. I hope you guys like this video and find it inspiring, and let me know if you make one like this. I'd love to see your version of it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and a wonderful Easter. Bye-bye.